Morning. It's miserable outside, so I thought I'd just take this opportunity to show you I've got some paint on the cab, and I've started reassembling some stuff. So that's my drab olive green colour. Probably not coming too good on my pissy fluorescent lighting, but I think it looks quite neat. Done all the cab right down through the back. The backboard of this has already been painted in black, so I don't have to worry about that. All the cab's done. I did a pretty good bog job in the corners here where you could see, I don't know if you remember my other videos, if you watched any of my other videos, there was a heap of gouging or scraping where someone's used something to grind back the paint or something at some stage, and there was gouges, so I had to do some bog work. I'm not a panel beater, but I think I did a pretty good job. I even managed to get a good amount of urethane down into the gap between this upper lip and that lip there before I got the final coat of green on. So I'm pretty happy, and as I said, yeah, we've got the window in, brand new rubber, we've got a front window in, brand new front window and rubber. I've mounted my cowl and my my cowl and my gasket and my air delete down here, which is a little bit hard. Multiple places sell different gasket kits for where these come through. I bought the one from Classic Truck Parts, which has a giant rubber gasket that goes in here, and it kind of somewhat hides that hole down there, which I didn't like, because if any water came along this, went down the inside, there's nothing to stop water getting into the cab. Whereas Classic Industries sell a gasket that pushes up on the inside here under that stalk where it comes out, which I don't have. So as you can see, I've put a shit ton of urethane on the inside of the cab before I pushed the stalk out. I pushed the stalk out here, put the chrome bezel on, put the chrome nut on with a little paper gasket. You can just see the edge of that one there, a little paper gasket. And the paper gasket is solely to stop the chrome scratching the paint and tighten the shit out of everything before it all set. And I think that's going to work. So any water that does get into the inside cowl from there or down and through here, I've already painted all this underside down this way. I've already urethaned along the front edge inside here, painted down here. I painted up there before we made the pockets, and then I also put paint up and down through that air pocket before I finally mounted it. So we've got a heap of paint in there, and I'm pretty happy. You know, the overall paint has come out pretty damn good. Yeah, it's cost me about $400 plus my time, and I think it looks amazing. So watch this space. In the next few months, I'm going to do some work on, the next few weeks, I'm going to do some final work on these guards. Just a little bit more bogging work, just to get some of my overzealous sanding marks out. But yeah, the front panel there is also done, and this front panel is also done. I've blacked both the backs of both of those there. So yeah, they're just waiting for some final paint, and the only reason I got that on is I might as well show you this now because it's all tied into my cowl. So I ran the vacuum pipe to there, comes out, goes to a T, comes down through a hole in the firewall or in the floorboard down there somewhere. I don't know what it was for. It's going to come up this inner side along here and into my water squirter bottle, and that is the water squirter bottle off my 2001 VT Commodore, which is the one that gave me the engine, trans, loom, fan surrounds, radiator and air condenser. So I'm keeping kind of the engine based stuff all Commodore related, easy to get over here in New Zealand, and I thought, why not use that there? So that's going to sit somewhere in there, hence why I've mounted this just temporarily to give me an idea. So I've cut that hole, and yeah, that's going to be my water squirter. That's just going to run up and meet that. So it's all progressing along nicely. I'll be able to finish all of the mounting brackets and that off once I've painted the front guards and got the guards hung. But cab's painted. Tray's back on to bigger and better things.